Hey guys, I'm having some technical difficulties. Look at that. It's not showing me as live. You know what I think's going on? I'm gonna turn off Salesforce. I think because I have some links in here, it's okay. I think because I put some links, this made it it made my post look like a sales format, so you couldn't see the live. Oh, technology, guys. Okay, well, let me go ahead and share my screen. Actually, let me approve here. And give me 1 second. I'm going to mute myself. And I'm going to share my screen. Okay, we're starting a few minutes late, but that's okay. We made it. So let's see who is on live. So if you are catching this on the replay, go ahead and let me know. Let me actually go into the live. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So welcome to the third day of the Dietitian Side Hustle Challenge. We did it. I hope that this challenge has been inspirational and helpful for you so far. We started off day one talking all about the mindset to start and talking about how important it is that we kind of address any barriers that we might have for starting a side hustle. Now, yesterday, we talked all about tons of side hustle possibilities, and I loved reading your guys' comments with all these things you guys are interested in, potentially doing for your side hustle. And today, we are going to talk about going all in. And what that means is okay, we figured out what's possible. Now let's do it. Let's actually get started. So I want to provide a brief reminder that you can still snag a VIP ticket for the challenge. Now, this ticket is $97 and you get access to my Beyond the 9 to 5 coaching course, which comes with a workbook, a journal, and a bonus coaching call. So if that's something you're interested in, that will be available. Now, I have heard from a few of you who have said, I want to wait until after the drawing, because if you complete all 3 days of this challenge and, comment below each video, you'll be entered into a drawing to win my Beyond the 9 to 5 coaching course. So I know there's a few of you who are waiting to find out, did I get into the drawing? But I wanted to let you know that this ticket will be available through the end of Friday. So if you're waiting until Friday to find out if you won, we're closing the challenge at noon tomorrow, noon my time, Pacific time. And then after that, I'll be doing the drawing. And so if at that point you're like, shoot, I didn't win, but I still want this really great price, just let me know and I can get you the link and you'll still be able to snag a ticket until I think I'll shut it down Friday midnight. So again, we started off with mindset to start. We talked about all the possibilities, and now we are going all in. So in the comment section or the description of this video, don't worry about it now, you can snag it later. There are some links for you guys. Now, first off, I want to encourage you to snag our free mini course. This is a download that looks just like this. It's just a PDF, but these are all kind of clickable. These videos itself, you're welcome to watch them. The challenge is kind of an abbreviated version of the Dietitian Online mini course, but what I'm directing you guys to are these downloads right at the bottom. So these are some things that are going to help you to actually get started. So we have our getting started checklist and then some more specific checklists for different types of side hustles. And I'll go over that in a minute. So when it comes to getting started, the question is, what's the best fit for you? Are you a self-starter? Or maybe you're ready to go all in and maybe you want to be a blogger. Now I've been, tracking all of the comments you guys are sharing because, I want to make sure that, everyone who enters into the challenge, or into the drawing, that, I record all of you guys. And it's been so cool to see your ideas for what you want to do as side hustles. You're thinking of multiple streams of income, multiple things you could do. And virtually all of you said you would be interested in blogging, which is really cool. So I am going to be sharing a little bit about a program that I'm going to be launching on Monday. So yeah, I'm excited to share that. And I see we have a few people on the live. If you want to go ahead and comment and let me know you're here, and that would be awesome. So if you are the self-starter and you're like, okay, Katie, I'm inspired, I've got this. So this is our getting started checklist, and I would encourage you to complete this. Now, I would do it tonight, tomorrow at the latest, because you really want to capitalize on the momentum of this challenge. It's so easy for life to get in the way. Oh, I see Melissa is on. Hey, Melissa. So I know it's so easy for life to get in the way, right? We have good intentions. Oh, we'll just do it later. And then, then it's like a month later and we're like, well, shoot, I'll just sign up for the next challenge. So do this sooner than later. This is a getting started checklist, and it's going to walk you through a few things. First off, it's going to say, well, gosh, what side hustles do you want to pursue? You guys figured that out yesterday, so you'll check them all off. And then it asks, why do you want to start the side hustle? Now, this is important to really address your why. Having a very strong why, it just means you're less likely to give up when life gets complicated if you have a really, important reason on why you're doing the thing. And then what do you need to do before you start? Maybe you need to learn more about a topic. Maybe you need to take an online course. Maybe you need to find a business coach. Maybe you need to make a business plan. Maybe you need to buy some equipment, or maybe something else altogether. And then what are the skills you need to develop? Maybe you need to learn how to build an audience, how to do marketing, write copy, maybe some graphic designs and social media. Like, what are some of those things that you need to learn based on the side hustle you're going to pursue? And then finally, you're going to set some SMART goals. And you guys know the drill when it comes to SMART goals. So these are specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. And we talk about SMART goals with our patients, but when it comes to starting your side hustle, SMART goals are so important. It has to be it's not like, I'm going to start a side hustle. That's not a good goal. Even saying, I'm going to start a blog, that's not a good goal. But we want to set very specific goals of what am I going to do by when, okay? So this getting started checklist, I would encourage each and every one of you to complete. So Kate is here. Took her a minute to find the live. You're excited to be here. Kate, it took me a minute to get the live up. For some reason, because I put a bunch of links in the description, for some reason, Facebook posted this as a sales format. So I had to, I went out, I came back in, tried it again, and then I finally figured out I have to disable the sales format. It got complicated. So you weren't late. It was just me messing with technology. So the next thing that I would also recommend that you guys check out are our dietitian side hustle checklists. Now, I've talked to a lot of you in the group, and you guys tell me, Katie, just tell me what to do and I'll do it. I don't want to spend all this time researching the stuff. Just tell me what to do. So I've made some checklists for 4 very common side hustles that dietitians like to pursue. One is freelance writing, one is webinars, one is selling digital goods, and another one is creating courses. So I'm just going to show you a real quick example of the one for freelance writing. So they all kind of follow the same format, but this is just a checklist to get you started because, dietitians, we like a good checklist. It gives us something like, okay, I'm going to go through and do the things. But this is just like, okay, if you want to be a freelance writer, learn more. You should probably be in Anna's Arties Who Write group if you want to be a freelance writer, because it's amazing. This is a paid resource. This is a course, and this is a free resource. So here's some resources you could dig into if you're interested. Here's some tips for finding writing gigs, some things that you might want to do, like maybe check out Upwork. That's a very popular website for finding freelance writing gigs. Update your LinkedIn so people know that you are a freelance writer and available for hire. Research some companies and find writing opportunities. And then also spread the word that you're a freelancer. And so yeah, and then I have a spot on take action to actually, do the thing. So that is kind of what these checklists look like. There's 4 of them depending on your interest. And again, to grab all these downloads, you have to click on the link in the description. Don't worry about it right now while we're live. Go ahead and check it out later. And what you're doing is you're downloading, or you give me your email, but most of you already have my email because you're in the challenge, and you can unsubscribe if at any time you don't want to be on my list. But it'll send you an email and it will give you this document right here. So it's a PDF, clickable links. These videos are a longer version of what we're doing in the challenge. You're welcome to watch it, but we're looking at the downloads down here. So all 5 of the downloads I just talked about are right down there. So if you are going to download these checklists and get started, go ahead and let me know below. You can go ahead and comment me. So next, I want to talk to you guys in the group who are interested in becoming bloggers and you want to go all in. Now, a lot of you know that I have a blogging program called the Blogging Accelerator Program, and I am so excited that our 6th cohort is starting on October 11th. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about this program. I got a special offer for those of you who are doing the challenge, and then we will wrap things up and we'll really kind of figure out what is the thing I'm going to do next. What is my next step? Awesome. So Melissa is going to grab her downloads. So I want to introduce this little pyramid I made for you. So this is like the blogging pyramid, and try to identify where am I on this pyramid? So at the very bottom, we have the blogger to be. Now you can kind of tell where I'm getting this language from, right? RD to be. So blogger to be, this is the dietitian or RD to be who wants to start a blog. You want to create passive income streams, but you don't even know what you would blog about, and you don't even know where to get started. You just know this looks cool. I want to do it. One step up would be the blogger. Now, this is a dietitian who has a blog. They've hit publish, but they're still trying to figure out, like, how do I actually grow this blog and make money off of it? One level up is the blog employee. Now, this is a dietitian who's starting to make money through their blog. They want to continue to grow and scale with more passive income. And at the very tip top is the blog boss. So this is the dietitian with a successful blog with multiple streams of income, and they're now working less and making more money. So kind of like that's the goal, right? To be at the top of that pyramid. So to move up the pyramid, if you're the blogger to be, first off, you have to discover your path and you have to learn how to blog. From there, you need to learn how to grow your blog. That's SEO. Then you need to build multiple income streams. From there, you need to have motivation, consistency, community to inspire you and encourage you. You need to automate, systemize, hire, lots of different things to move up from being a blog employee. And I say blog employee because you're still working for your blog. You're still putting in a lot of hours, but you want to be at the top where you're the blog boss, where that blog is working for you. Now, at the top, I do believe we always will continue to grow and invest in ourselves. So my blogging program goes through the blog monetizer method, and I'm not going to go over this through the weeds, but this is kind of the steps of the program that we go through. And what I want to share with you guys is like, what are the outcomes? Like, what would I, if I were to join the Blogging Accelerator program, what would I actually walk away with? Because I think this is the most important thing. So in week 1, this is the week of Discover. You will leave that week with a focused niche, your brand, and an understanding of business basics. You will no longer be confused. You will have clarity. In week 2, you will be building a website, and it'll be live and ready to monetize. If you already have a website, what you'll be doing is going through a different module, and I have a checklist to kind of go audit your blog. So to make sure it is like ready to rock and roll for SEO. In week 3, it's the week of Learn. So you'll start to learn the basics of growing your blog, that SEO. In week 4, I call this Finding the Gold, because you are going to create a list of topics to create blog posts from for your first year of blogging and beyond. In week 5, it's the week of Create. So you are going to have confidence in creating content in less time. So what I mean by that, and that week you'll post your first blog article. You'll learn how to post an SEO optimized blog article. But I also talk about how to create more confidence and create more time, because those are some biggies when it comes to dietitian side hustlers and bloggers. Is if you're feeling not so confident, like you might not want to push publish because you're like, oh, what if it's not perfect? What if someone judges me? So we address that right off the bat. And a lot of you, you're like, how am I going to have the time to do this? So we kind of dig through, how can you get more time? Because, you know, I work a full-time job, I got kids, and I've been able to do it. So I kind of teach you some of the things I've learned along the way to have the time. In week 6, it's the week of Nurture, and we talk all about building your online audience from social media to email marketing. In week 7, it's the week of Dream, and this is where you'll leave the week with a list of products and services to create as you grow your brand. And it also includes some actionable items, like if you want to make an e-cookbook, I've got my e-cookbook template in Canva for you, and I show you step-by-step how to actually create, upload, and sell that sucker. So then the last week is the week of Plan, and you'll leave that week with a strategic plan, moving forward with confidence, excitement, determination, and tenacity. So the course itself is an 8-week course in a platform called Thinkific, and it is self-paced. But beyond the course, like when you're done with 8 weeks, the program doesn't end. You have lifetime access to our Facebook community with like-minded dietitian bloggers. The community is my favorite part of the program. They are inspirational, encouraging, and just so darn amazing. Okay, I'm just reading a comment here. Awesome. So Aska's going to catch the replay. Awesome. So you also have access to monthly Q&A calls. So as you're going through the program and beyond, you know, when you're done with the actual course itself, you'll continue to be in the Facebook group and have access to our Q&A calls. And you'll have continued support as you pursue blogging, because blogging is a long-term game. Now, you'll also have an immediate income source. We have a really awesome Blogging Accelerator Program affiliate program where you could have your first stream of income. You will have your blog featured on our premium nutrition blog directory, and you'll have access to continued bonus content that I'm always adding to. So let me show you guys briefly the Blogging Accelerator Program, then I'll give you a quick sneak peek, and then we'll talk about those bonuses. So the Blogging Accelerator Program, there's kind of a lot of party. That's why I wanted to talk to you guys about, here's what what like the outcome is. Here's what you're going to get out of it. But it includes this 8-week online course. It includes tools, templates, and resources. Pretty much everything I've made on my own blogging journey, I'm giving to you because I want you to get there faster, with more confidence, less, you know, running around. Like, I want to give you guys clarity on how to do the things. You have lifetime access to our Facebook group. You get access to my Beyond the 9 to 5 coaching course, my coaching workbook, journal, I have the Fast Track Blog Builder course and workbook, and that's going to help you guys build your blog. For those of you who are like, oh my gosh, how do I even do the tech? You'll have access to our nutrition blog directory, live Q&A group calls, our affiliate program, and our ever-growing bonus section. So I want to give you a quick sneak peek of some of the features. So the Blogging Accelerator Program course, again, this is self-paced, so you can kind of do it at your own time. I've designed the program to take you 5 to 7 hours of work per week. Now I did that because I work, I know we don't have a ton of time. So I tried to keep it very actionable, and here's what you need to know. There's not a lot of fluff. Here's what you need to know. Now go do it. So each week there's a little intro video with me giving you some inspiration. There's some core learning content, some resources to download, and an action item. This is a sneak peek of what the actual course looks like. So you'll see on the left-hand side, this is the first week, and you can see the intro, the core learning content, the resources, and your action item. Here is a quick sneak peek of some of our tools and resources. I've got lots of fun checklists. Here's an example of my online dietitian volunteer program. And this is actually how I find people to write extra articles for my blog. There's a fancy program guide. And here's my workbook on strategies to create more time. And this is the Blog Builder Workbook. I just wanted to show a sneak peek of this one because I'm kind of proud of it. So, because a lot of people are like, how on earth am I going to build a blog? I am a dietitian. I'm not a tech person. So in my Blog Builder course, I have a workbook for those of you who don't have a website and would need to build it. And you can see that this program, you'd watch videos for about 2 hours. You would take action for about 3 hours. So it'll take you 5 hours and 30 minutes to build your blog. Now I've broken down the lessons into small chunks. The goal would be you would sit down and do the lesson all at once. And then there's also links to all the things you need. Now I also provide like templates and things to make it really easy to actually put stuff on your web pages. So here's an example of week 1. Or lesson 1, I should say. You do this all in a week. So the video is 8 minutes long. Your action item is 7 minutes long. It takes you 15 minutes total. Here's your link to get where you need to go. Here's what you do and some tips. So you could see I'm trying to make this easy peasy for you guys. So I mentioned that each week you have an action item. Now, while you're doing the course independently, the action item leads you to our Facebook community, which has some cool guides set up. So you will go in the group and share your action item. That's a way that we combine independent working with the Facebook community. So that way, like the first week, you'll share your niche and your blog name. And I just want to share this quick little snippet from our community because these dietitians are so cool and so supportive and so encouraging. And, I could get tons of these, but you can see they're encouraging each other. Like, you're cranking out the blogs, love your topics, love your variety. They're just cheering each other on and encouraging each other to continue to put out content. They help each other when they're struggling. They support each other. And it's just a wonderful community to be a part of. And especially so you're not doing this blogging journey alone. So that's my program, guys, the Blogging Accelerator Program. Now, I call it a 2-month accelerated program to launch dietitians into the online space, making money through multiple streams of income without seeing patients. Now, I feel like I need to change it because even though the course is 2 months, you have lifetime access and it's a long-term game. So I feel like I need to take off that 2 months because the program is much longer than that. But ultimately, through this program, you're going to be building confidence and taking action. If I were to summarize it, I would describe it as stop dreaming, start doing. It provides you step-by-step how-to. It gives you accountability and support. It pushes you to take imperfect action. And ultimately, you are building your brand. So if you guys are like, this sounds pretty cool, Katie, I'm pretty interested in it. I have a fast action bonus for you guys who are in the challenge. So if you decide to join or schedule a call with me, I'll talk about that in a minute. If you do this by Friday, then you are going to get a 30-minute website review call with me. So that's 30 minutes, me hopping on a Zoom call with you, and I'll give you a one-on-one review of the website that you've built, or maybe that you already have, and I'll give you that individualized advice as you work through it. Now, I will say, if you want to talk about something other than your website for that 30 minutes, we can do that too. But ultimately, you're going to get 30 minutes one-on-one with me. So let's go back to the program. So again, it's got that 8-week online course, tools, templates, resources, lifetime access to our Facebook group, my Beyond the 9 to 5 coaching course, workbook, journal, the Fast Track Blog Builder, the nutrition blog directory, our monthly live Q&A calls, the affiliate program, and our ever-growing bonus section. So all that, guys, it's a value of around $17,000. But you can get into the program for $1,997. So I do have the link in the description, and you can go to dietitiansidehustle.com/sales page to register. Our 6th cohort is starting on October 11th. And I do want to add, we have a payment plan. So if you're like, oh my gosh, I want in, but I don't have that kind of capital, we have a payment plan for you. So I want to address for those of you who are on the fence. So if you're like, oh man, this sounds cool, Katie, but I just don't know if it's the right thing for me, you can apply for a free strategy session with me. So I have an application you'll go through, and if you qualify for the call, then I'll send you my scheduling link and we'll hop on a call. And the whole point of it is for us to do a deep dive, looking like, where are you now? Where do you want to go? What holds you back? And we'll try to figure out, is this program the right fit for you? And if it's not, we can maybe work through like, what is the best fit for you? So if you schedule your call by Friday, so that's tomorrow, the 8th, then you will lock in the bonus that I mentioned today. So, so even if you're like, oh, I don't have time to hop on a call tomorrow, but as long as you schedule a call, then you will lock in that bonus if you schedule that call by Friday. Okay. So are you guys ready to go all in? So if you are interested in the Blogging Accelerator program, you certainly can sign up right now. If you're on the fence, schedule a free strategy session or apply for. And then also, if this isn't your jam, that's okay. You could help me by spreading the word. I have a really big vision of creating lots of dietitians who are blogging and taking over the online space. I actually have a slide that I'll share with you guys in a minute, my vision. So I do want to mention that if you decide to join this program, it's going to cost you a little extra money to build the website. So I want to be super transparent in that. In order to build a website that you can optimize for SEO and make money off of, you need to do it the right way. So we're not talking free websites, you know, like wix.com/Katie Dodd. We're talking having your own website. So to start a website, it's going to cost you about $94 for the first year. It is $12 to own a domain. I use Google Domains, so it's $12 a year. That part's easy peasy. Now the site hosting, I recommend SiteGround for like newbies who are starting, and it costs around $84 for your first year of blogging. Now there are some optional fees. Keyword research tools. The one I recommend that's low cost is called Key Search. I have a special coupon code, so you can get that one for $13.60 per month. You do not need it. In the Blogging Accelerator program, I teach like a really cool, like for free keyword research strategy where you'll have keywords for like a year. But if you want this extra tool, which I have myself, then it would cost you $13.60. And then also a lot of people choose to invest in Canva Pro for making all their designs for their website. Many people use the free version, but if you want Canva Pro, it's $12.95 a month. So I wanted to be super clear with that. So I want to share a couple things about what our bloggers have to say about the program. We've had over 70 dietitians in the Blogging Accelerator program. So we have here, Sanui shared that the Blogging Accelerator program was a great source of inspiration and information, and she recommends it if you want to see results. Grace shared that she liked the checklist and how simple it was. Maria shared that it was a source of encouragement. It helped keep her on track, and it provided her the support and resources she needed to succeed. So these are a few screenshots of our dietitians as they're finishing the program. They share in the Facebook community, and you can see some of their excitement of like, you know, gosh, I appreciate the incredible resources, you know, and I'm excited to be part of this community. Let's see, Kim says that, you know, she found all the resources helpful, and Liz just actually finished this past week, and she said that these past 8 weeks have been a game changer for her. She learned to slow down and understand each piece of the puzzle before moving on to the next. Still have so much to learn, but excited for the road ahead. So Ashley had shared that she finished and she was excited to have her blog started and a place to move forward. And I love how she shared here that, you know I would have never gotten this together on my own. And then finally, Elizabeth here is sharing how good it felt to embrace perfectly imperfect and have things done. So I actually went and asked my community yesterday. I asked them like, hey guys, if I were to ask you, is the Blogging Accelerator program worth it? What would you say? So I got a couple of responses. I asked them last night, but they were on it. So Angela shares, when you invest in the Blogging Accelerator program, you're essentially taking the fast track to getting your blog started and thriving. You get guidance and accountability, and you'll have the piece together than you would have if you pieced together on your own otherwise. And she thinks it's worth every penny. I appreciate that, Angela. Laura shared that the Blogging Accelerator program was essential for success in getting her blog from a dream to a functional website and blog. The program helps you step by step and was the best decision she's made in her business. Thank you, Laura. And finally, Grace shared that the Blogging Accelerator program was worth every penny. She went from overwhelm on lost on where she wanted to begin with a new website and blog, but she's confident she'll continue to grow and ultimately reach her goal of Mediavine, which is making ad money, in 2 years. And she felt that the guidance, feedback, and inspiration were priceless, and the community of other dietitians are encouraging and provides excellent feedback. So thank you, Grace. So Here's my dream, guys. Here's what I was talking about a minute ago. So my dream and my vision with why I do what I do is I want to help dietitians become bloggers so that every time someone searches a nutrition related topic on Google, on Yahoo, on Bing, it pulls up a blog written by a registered dietitian for two reasons. Number one, so the public gets correct information. So our clinical peers don't have to spend all that time wading through incorrect information, right? But then also number two, so the dietitian makes the money. You know, there is a lot of money to be made in blogging. It is pretty crazy. Blogging is not a get rich quick scheme. It takes a lot of time and work to actually like set up your blog and start bringing in money. But, you know, I talked about this yesterday. Once you do, it is so darn amazing. But I want to see the dietitians, the ones who went to school for nutrition and know what they're talking about. I want to see them getting the money. And again, there's a lot of money to be made online. So that's my dream. That's my vision. That's why I run this program. And again, I'm just here to help dietitians become bloggers, start side hustles. And yeah, if you're interested, again, you can go to my website or schedule a call with me. So you guys, thank you so much for listening to my little blurb about my program, because I'm so excited about us launching our 6th cohort on Monday. So we are now at our daily assignment. For day 3, I want you to share what action are you committed to taking over the next week. Okay, so we talked about a couple things at the beginning. So we talked about that getting started checklist. We talked about those kind of side hustle specific checklists. We talked about the Blogging Accelerator Program. We talked about scheduling a call with me if you're kind of on the fence about it. So it could really be anything that you want to do. Maybe it'll be like, I'm going to complete the getting started checklist. I'm going to start doing the freelance writing checklist. I'm going to sign up for the Blogging Accelerator Program. Woo, woo. Or I'm going to schedule a call with Katie. So I want you to think about this. What action are you committed to taking over the next week? So you're going to comment that below and know that I'm going to write that down. And 1 week from today, I'm going to send you a message on Facebook and I'm going to ask you, did you do your action item? And I'm doing that for a reason. I'm doing it because I know we could leave today like, yes, I'm going to start. And life happens. But if you know, oh my gosh, in 1 week, Katie's going to send me a message and I need to tell her yes or no, you might be more likely to do it. So that's what I'm going to do for all of you who complete the challenge and share what action you're doing over the next week. You're going to have me sending you a message to check in. So hopefully that provides you some encouragement and support to do the things that I know that you guys want to do. So you guys, we have done it. We have gone through the challenge. So if you happen to be catching this on the fly, just know that this challenge is 3 days. The videos are short. We're talking 30 minutes or less. You can do like, a Netflix thing and just like binge watch them. You watch each video, you comment below with a super simple question that I ask you guys. And if you watch all 3 videos and comment below on all 3 by tomorrow at noon my time, Pacific Standard Time. So if you're like on the East Coast, you get a little extra time. If you do that by noon, you're going to get entered into a drawing to win my Beyond the 9 to 5 coaching course. Sometime after noon tomorrow, I'm going to be logging into the group and doing the drawing live. I'll be old school and write it on a piece of paper and draw out of a hat. And so one of you are going to win the Beyond the 9 to 5 coaching course. But probably more important than that, you're getting started on your side hustle. And I hope that you have been encouraged and inspired, and maybe your perspective shifted a little bit about what's possible as dietitians, as far as side hustles and particularly online. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining me for the challenge. This is always so fun. And if you guys ever have any questions or need any support, always feel free to shoot me a message. And yeah, thank you guys so much. We'll chat tomorrow when I do the drawing. Bye, guys.